This is a Rogue Media Network production.
Welcome to the show. Today we're going to be talking about legacy, leadership, and the future of public radio in Central Texas. And I am thrilled to have Joe Riley here with us today, who recently retired as general manager of KWBU.
I've been retired for just a few days. Last Saturday was my last, Saturday the 17th, my last official day, which I didn't go into work. But and so I don't know what it means to be retired. I've not been retired my whole life, and here I am.
Okay, well, if I'm anything to go by, you won't be retired very long. And Lydia Tate, who's a longtime friend of mine. And Lydia, you are stepping into this role at KWBU. I can't believe, when I saw it on, I think it was a Facebook announcement, I went, because
me too.
You were kind of surprised like that too. But of course, I've known you for so many years with Christian Women's Job Corps.
Yeah.
And what a beautiful job leading that organization, and then decided to step away from that. And lo and behold, public radio.
Here we are. How exciting. Yeah, I'm going to have, I have a lot of wonderful things ahead of me and big shoes to fill. So.
Well, Joe, okay, so 16 years. When you look back on your tenure there at KWBU, what stands out? What strikes you right now?
Well, there's a number of things that I want to start by saying this is the most incredible staff you're going to find anywhere. The people who work at KWBU are just amazing at the jobs that they do and the service that they bring to Waco. Now, there's been a few things along the way over the last 16 years. You know, there was a TV station when I first came.
Oh, yes, we were talking about that before we got started,
And the board voted to close that station on my one-year anniversary. And,
okay, you were right fresh in the job then when that happened.
The TV station was really in debt and had been for some time, and there was just no
It's
pulling
hard.
it
TV
out.
stations are hard to
They're incredibly
run.
expensive.
They're expensive,
But it saved the radio station because there was really support for radio in the community, and it didn't cost nearly as much. And so within a year, the radio station was out of debt and operating in the black all the way up until we had budget cuts recently.
Yeah.
And so that was one big thing. There was another big change along the way. In 2014, we actually moved our transmitter. We had been broadcasting to a lot of cows out in Robinson and beyond, and literally had
and they give milk, but not so much with
They didn't even give us milk. I mean,
we would have taken milk for trade.
We work things out. We get creative, but you literally had to open the gate, drive in, and close the gate so the cows didn't get out if you were going to the transmitter.
Oh, my.
So we moved to our antenna over to the tower that's over there near Providence Hospital.
Okay.
And right behind iHeart Radio. So we're on that tower now.
Right. My old stomping grounds.
And all of a sudden, our signal now is reaching parts of North Waco that it never reached before.
Really?
And there's that bluff right there, and the signal used to just pass right over it. So North Waco, part of MCC campus, Bosqueville, they didn't get us before then. And so that all changed, and all of a sudden we've got more audience, and our listenership really went up and stayed up. And so that made a huge difference.
And when was that? When did you make that?
That was 2014.
Okay, so it's been booming across Central Texas now.
Well, McLennan County.
McLennan County, okay.
So we have a limited, 3,000 watt. we're limited by FCC because there's another 103.3 to the north of us and another one to the south of us, and they say you need to keep your signal down.
Oh.
So here we are, but we have a good audience every
We do.
week, a loyal audience.
How do you measure them? Nielsen? or-
Nielsen.
Okay.
Yeah, we have two. Of course, it's still a diary market, so we
Yeah.
have two surveys per year, and then we average those together to make sure because the sample size is small. But we have monitored to make sure it bounces a little bit, but we consistently have 15,000 or more who listen every week, and which is about twice what it was before when the cows were listening. And they didn't ever survey the cows.
I know.
We didn't know.
KWB moo, maybe I don't
There we
know.
go.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Radio has changed, though, a lot. During your tenure, 16 years, what stands out, aside from the move? that you
Well,
made?
and radio itself is still radio, and we
Yeah.
still produce, have been producing. As we did, we the station brings in NPR and BBC, and also classical music and jazz and other entertainment. All of that stays the same, but we are also stream online, and then the station has a mobile app, so you can download and you can listen anywhere in the world.
Right.
And people do. We
Yeah.
get responses. We get memberships, actually, not a lot, but from around the world. There are people who will say, I listen because I used to live in Waco.
That's
and
right. Or I went to Baylor. Or
I
something.
want to keep up with the news
Yeah.
in Waco.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is that is really cool. I'm glad to hear that because it's the whole new medium and the way broadcasting online
Yes.
is working. Financially, though, I mean, you mentioned that. I mean, that it is crucial because you don't sell advertising, or do you have some sort of sponsorship availability?
We don't call it advertising. We are a non-commercial license
Okay.
by the FCC, and they restrict what we can do. It's different than a commercial licensed station. So we do sell what we internally call underwriting. It's business support. So 15-second spots. We don't put a bunch of them together and restricted on what can be said. We do get some business support. Primarily, though, the support comes from the listeners, individual support. That is now by far the greatest support that we get. We were supported, and I won't say we're supported entirely by, not entirely, but supported by Baylor. Baylor still supports the station.
Absolutely.
Baylor still provides
Our facilities.
the
I was
facilities,
going
the
to say
place
where
we
you're
are,
located. Yeah.
and IT support
Yeah.
and accounting. So all of
That's a
that
lot.
is provided by
So much.
Baylor. It's the cash that went away, which was
Right, which was sizable.
$209,000 a year. That went away, and as it happened, coincidentally, just a couple of months later,
Yeah.
the Congress voted to rescind the
Public
budget
media.
for all public broadcasting, TV and radio, nationwide, and that was another $165,000 a year that went away, and so we went back and said, we're going to operate on reserves. So we've got some pretty healthy reserves right now. They won't last forever. So the station has been working to build that base of support, of what we call member support, individual
Right.
giving, and has been very encouraging, at least in the first couple of drives. My last two drives, Lydia now is going to be out there, but the membership has been increasing. In that first drive through the fall, the membership essentially doubled. It was not where it should have been to begin with, but it needs to almost double again, really, to put the station on a secure
Yeah,
plane.
become comfortable with where
Yeah.
you are. So this how you got involved with KWBU was through pledge drives, or how did all this happen for you, Lydia?
I have been a listener for years and years and years.
Sure.
My husband is an avid listener to KWBU, to NPR, even when we were in Houston. So we've been in Waco about 15 years, and the minute we moved to Waco, we found KWBU on the dial. But I think that one of the reasons I got involved in even applying for the position of interim president and CEO is that I knew the staff. I knew the staff personally, and was friends with some of them, and know how much they love what they do, and was really encouraged that they wanted me to apply. Hey, can you do this? Come and work with us.
Mm-hmm.
And that was super encouraging to me as somebody who was looking for my next journey in nonprofit, and so I did. Yeah. And that's really it.
Okay, so the radio station is a nonprofit.
It is.
And so when people contribute,
Yes.
it's like to
It's
American
charitable.
Cancer Society,
It's a charitable
whatever.
donation. Yeah.
Okay, so you mentioned pledge drive. How often do you do this, and how do you conduct that?
Well, we used to.
Used to do 3 per year.
Okay.
We did a significant drive and that covered a 9-day period in the fall. We would do what we called Power Morning in February, which we had a goal just about the same as the fall drive, but do it in 3 hours
Okay.
on a morning. And then we do a shorter drive at the end of the fiscal year, which would be late April, early May. The fiscal year ends at May, the end of May.
Okay.
And so those were the 3. This year we added a full drive in December.
Mm-hmm.
And Lydia, going forward, all of that's going to have to be re-examined as to where the drives are needed and where they will actually not burn out those who give.
So we're going to be looking at how are we diversifying our fundraising? What are we looking at in terms of how many pledge drives will we do per year? How often will we maybe have a fundraiser in town? Things of that nature. And just be intentional about relationships and helping people invest in the station, because it's going to have to be 100% community funded at this point. And we'll be reaching out for, grants and trying to apply for some unrestricted funds for grants and things like that. But really and truly, we're going to have to depend on the community to help us keep KWBU right where it's been for this long and continue it on. So, yeah.
Yeah. What have been, aside from fundraising, what have been some of the big challenges you've experienced, Joe?
Challenges. Fundraising has been the challenge.
Yeah, I was going to say that's probably job number one.
It has been. Well, it's not the mission. The mission is
Sure.
is the reason I came is the mission. But without the funds, there is no mission. The programming, of course, we've had great sources from national sources and international sources. We also added Texas Standard 10 years ago when it first came online. So we've got Texas news in the middle of the day. But we've slowly been building up the local programming as well. And
I know the bridge is involved.
well, now, yes,
Yeah.
the Waco Bridge, we are partnering and we do the Friday Forum with the Waco Bridge every Friday. But there's always a block of local programs on Fridays, and we have a number of shorter pieces. Bob Darden's Black Gospel Music Moments, which have been going for years now. We have Likely Stories book reviews, and there's Ross Burns does I Hear America Singing an hour,
great.
and Beth Richards does Broadway on the Brazos.
Broadway on the
And if you haven't listened to
Brazos.
that, you need to listen, because
So fun.
all of these, except that when you mention Brazos, you kind of make it local. But otherwise, these are they're national level shows. We want our programming to sound like it could be anywhere in the country, not, those were the national shows, and now I've got something
got the
that
local stuff, yeah.
sounds local.
Yeah.
No, we want it to sound as good and compelling as anywhere that you'd hear this anywhere in the country.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think of, in the past, a Prairie Home Companion, just sort of wrote the book on
Absolutely.
radio,
Absolutely.
and a radio show I mean, just incredible. I never missed it. Never missed it. So, yeah. There's the opportunities are wonderful though. When you think about public radio and how it does, bring the community together with what you're doing. What do you miss the most, Joe?
Well, day to day, it's the creativity, the staff, and what are we going to do next, and what are we recording next. I'm a little bit on the outside of that. I love to be on the periphery, and my background had been production going many years back. In fact, largely in TV. But I love that creative side, and working with the creative staff is a lot of fun, and I miss that. Because they are a lot of fun to work with. I was able to be on the radio some, and people would recognize my voice, and I'm going, well, if you recognize my voice, I was asking you for money. Because that's what I did.
I know exactly what I was saying. All right. Awesome. Well, when we come back, I want to talk more about Lydia and what she sees in the future with KWBU. But stay with us. There is more of the show ahead.
It's football season, and we can create your outdoor tailgating spaces that is actually a part of your home. Bifold doors that tie in the inside and the outside, and you can gain anywhere from 1,000 to 5,000 square feet living space, all while taking in the big game poolside. Call us at Gather & Co. Kitchen and Bath, where we can create your unique tailgating space.
Serving Central Texas since 1889, TFNB Your Bank for Life takes pride in being more than a bank. At TFNB, we remain committed to these principles. If you value them too, come join us. TFNB, Your Bank for Life.
Finance is evolving. Automation, data analytics, and AI are reshaping what finance teams do every single day. The best way to predict the future of finance is to be ready for it. If you want a head start, check out 365 Financial Analyst.
Earning an online certification is a quick and convenient way to gain industry-recognized credentials. Select your ACLS course. Print your ACLS certificate. You can print your certification wallet card. aclsnow.com.
Ready for a better kind of primary care? At Patient First Direct Primary Care, you get unlimited office visits with same-day or next-day availability.
And instead of rushed appointments, we take the time to actually listen.
There are no insurance hassles, just clear, simple care.
You can reach us by phone or text because access shouldn't be complicated. Our practice has expanded to include Medicare-age patients as part of our direct primary care model.
It's a fresh alternative to the traditional insurance or government-driven systems, care that finally puts you first.
For more information, go to patientfirstdirect.com.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct. In the sun rays, more of the heat stays. Universal Windows Direct.
Right now, buy one window, get the next one free. Plus no interest and no payments for 24 months.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new hauling effect. Universal Windows Direct.
For anyone that's in the car buying mode or looking for a car right now or a truck, I would definitely come by Allen Samuels, get to know the people here like I have, how well I'm taking care of the dealership and how well, service and any kind of warranty issues and those sort of things. Because of the way they take care of me, it's made me a Ram driver. And so I don't think they'd want to go anywhere else if they came here.
Like Allen Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Allen Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
At 4U Health, we believe wellness and lab testing should be accessible, inclusive, and yes, fun. With our tech-powered at-home lab test, you save time and money while feeling your best. 4U Health. Visit 4uhealth.com today. It's not just a glove, it's a 44 Pro. Crafted with dedication, made for performance, and built to last. Get your custom glove today at 44pro.com and experience the 44 Pro difference. That's 44pro.com, 44 Pro.
And we are back with KWBU Leaders, KWBU FM Public Radio here in Central Texas in the greater Waco area. Joe Riley, who's recently retired after a stellar 16 years at the helm. And Lydia Tate, longtime buddy of mine, but excited to see you stepping into this new role. And we were talking earlier, and I was seeing the word interim. So interim, yes, no?
Yes, officially interim.
Okay.
Officially interim. But definitely I don't want to go anywhere. I want to stay. So, but we'll see how the road leads.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Well, good. So as you step into Joe's role, what is exciting you the most about this?
Oh, definitely working with the staff.
Yeah.
Like Joe said, they are so creative. They want to really do things that bring the community a great service. They're looking for great programming, great opportunities to connect to leaders in the community. I mean, we were just talking the other day about who are we going to have on air for the next pledge drive, and could it be this person or could it be that person, and who do we know in our circles that we could bring in? And it's just it's such a wonderful thing to look around and go, okay, who are the people that we know we need to get in the studio that will help us connect deeper to a broader audience and get everyone excited about what public radio does, which is just bring these great programs to life. Wonderful music, wonderful culture, wonderful arts, great, excellent news. I mean, it's just wonderful things that are happening, and working with that creative staff that wants to see it really grow and blossom is such a blessing. It's really wonderful.
So how have you thought in your mind, I'm going to honor the legacy that Joe leaves?
Well, I'm going to make sure that we continue having great guests and great programming, and that it is excellent and well done radio. I think that that's the legacy that he has left, is he has really put just excellence behind everything that KWBU has done, whether it's the way a script is worded or how we relate to national NPR or the Corporation for Public Broadcasting or anybody else who we deal with at the FCC. He's always put excellence in front of him, and I hope that I can carry that legacy on and make sure that we are always doing things really well and that we're always in service of our Waco community at large.
So you mentioned local programming. What is your national programming? Are there certain shows that kind of stand out?
The shows that we air, of course, we've got those, what we call the tentpole programs. We've got Morning Edition and All Things Considered from NPR.
Right.
There's Fresh Air. Terry Gross has been one of the best interviewers nationally. Of course, you're right
locally.
up there, Ann.
Oh, you're
locally.
Oh my!
And so we have those programs. The station airs BBC News, and one of the things we look at is BBC is known, at least in what they broadcast in America, the world news, as being an even-handed source, but the news that they broadcast is what the rest of the world hears.
Right.
And that's important, we feel, for our audience to hear. This is what the rest of the world is hearing. What are the story selection that they're hearing and the way the stories are framed? This is what the rest of the world knows. So we think that's an important thing to bring. But it's also important to bring the arts. And so we have classical music and we have...
From the top?
Well, we had From the Top
Yeah, I was going to say, I remember that from a long time
Not
ago.
now, but we did. In fact, they early on, they have come to Waco a couple of times.
I know, yeah. It's been several years.
It's been several years.
Yeah.
But there's some jazz programming.
Yeah.
There's entertainment and talk that's just smart entertainnment on the weekends and a lot of fun. So Wait, Don't Tell Me on Saturdays is very popular show.
Family fave at my house.
And,
That's right.
and
Love that, yeah.
TED Radio Hour also, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you see as some of the biggest opportunities in public radio right now?
I think public radio still gives that balance. And when I say balance, we're not balancing the left or the right.
Right. Yeah.
We're looking for public radio intentionally looks for the truth, the facts of the matter, and giving trustworthy news, something that we can rely on. We know it's going to be there. I believe and have always believed that trustworthy news is essential for a healthy democracy, and that is really a primary mission of KWBU is to do that nationally and locally. And we're looking for ways to tell those local stories. And when we say tell those local stories, it's also the opportunities to say there are many times when we should be telling those stories and sharing them out nationally. And we have access to NPR. And we have in the past actually had stories that came from here, from KWBU, that aired nationally on NPR. Certainly they can air statewide on Texas Standard, and we have those connections as well. So we bring the world to Waco and Waco to the world.
Hey, I love that.
Wonderful. How do you envision KWBU continuing to serve its audience in the future, Lydia?
Yeah, I mean, I think just continuing this legacy of delivering the reliable sources that we've come to know, the BBC News and the NPR News, and staying in the middle of what's happening with balanced reporting, and then continuing to bring these great shows to our audience here in Waco. And then I really love the idea that we can take Waco to the world. And I think that's a great vision for the future, because there's so much to talk about the way Waco as a community is and the character of it and the history of it and how we operate and how we function. And then what has happened here in the last 10 years. I mean, it's just absolutely exploded. And we're a destination now. What?
Oh, yeah.
So let's take Waco to the world. Absolutely. Let's take Waco abroad and show her off a little bit and let the world know what a special place this is. And so we really look forward to bringing that part of Waco at large. I mean, what a gem. Yeah. And let's show it off. And I think that there's some real opportunity there.
Absolutely. Joe, what advice are you giving Lydia?
Have fun. It can get stressful. I will say that it can get stressful because you're looking at the bottom line and saying, are we going to be able to pay our bills? But there is a healthy reserve for now that can get over those rough stretches. And the community, I have to say, since that September drive, when we had never had a goal higher than between $70,000 and $75,000, and we said, we got to bring in $300,000.
We got to have a lot,
in this drive. And the community said, we're not losing the station. $315,000 in the September drive.
Isn't that amazing?
And,
That's awesome.
And another $163,000 in December. We never even had a December drive before.
Wow.
And so the community is coming out and saying, we can't lose this.
This is important.
And so that's to say that's an encouraging thing. That's an encouraging thing. And so right now you've got the community on your side. And so you can go to them and just right now is the time to say, we're here. We're with you. We're part of the community. This is not not coming in. Yeah. And you're going to do great. There's a reason you were selected for this job, and you're going to do great.
So, Lydia, what are the questions you're asking Joe? I mean, was question number one?
Well, I mean, so many different things. How to keep us in good line, in good standing with the FCC, with NPR, with those national syndicates that we need to maintain a good relationship with. How do we keep that standard of excellence going, and what has he done to set that up? I've been listening very carefully to all those things, and then also just where do we need the most care with the staff? Where do we need the most care with our community? Where can we bring the most service? And I think when you've had to suddenly change your vantage point from this funding is available to us and we receive it and it's fine, to oh no, we have to fundraise like crazy or we're going to lose our jobs. That's so stressful. And so I'm looking to him for answers on how can I best care for the staff? How can I best help them to feel supported during this time? And for us to be able to engage the community at large and say, we want to keep the station and we need to keep the station, and how are you best going to do that? So
Yeah. What role do you see public radio playing in strengthening civic involvement, civic, health, I guess?
Yeah.
Maybe in a way.
I'm going to go ahead, Joe.
Well, I'm going to say we have always worked to listen to our audience, and I'll say audiences, because they're diverse.
Sure.
And in fact, shortly before our budget was cut, we held listening sessions, what we called listening sessions, with segments of the community around. And we've got a thick notebook binder now of transcripts asking. So we spoke with groups from the African American community, the Hispanic community, the middle class community, the well-heeled community, those who may be struggling a little bit more community, Woodway and Hewitt as a separate community, and then the broader audience, the broader county. We pulled together groups and said, tell us what's important to you. What do we need to be focusing on? There's a lot of overlap. People in this community, but there's also things unique to all those, and the station really wants to go out and say, how do we serve these communities with the information and the discussions and the conversations that you find important? And the station is a venue that can pull together those conversations, and so all of that it sort of sat on the table, because the budget cuts came and all of a sudden we're focused on something else.
Sure.
But it hasn't gone away. The station has not forgotten about that. The station listens to the community and is in a position to be a convener of conversations.
Oh, that's exciting to hear that you did that. I remember back in the day, radio and TV stations used to do something called ascertainment. You remember that?
I do remember that.
And you had to do that to get your FCC license. You had to kind of poll community leaders, community groups, to see if your broadcast facility was in fact meeting those needs, and kind of document that. I well remember going to some of those meetings myself.
And it falls in line with what we do in nonprofit anyway, because we care for the community. That's what we do.
Sure.
We do needs assessment, and we make sure that what we're doing fits and suits the community around us. And if it doesn't, how are we going to change to do that? And I love that KWBU does that. I love that they're taking that seriously, and they're looking to the whole of the community and saying, how can we tailor programming to fit what you want to hear, and how can we listen better? And I think that's tremendous.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. If you were to describe KWBU 5 years from now, how would you?
Well, you know what? I know I keep having you go first, but that's because I really want everybody to hear from you before you retire, because they're going to hear from me forever.
Before I retire?
Well,
that was January 17th.
You're sort of in that
Let me rephrase.
That fluid area.
As you are retired.
Well, I would suspect you may be
Just
on
so much
speed dial
wisdom.
for you too. Anyway,
So much wisdom.
I certainly have access to me, and you've got all my contact information. 5 years from now, we have been building our base of support, the station, but intentionally to build the mission. How does this station better serve the community? And so 5 years from now, what I had always envisioned is that the reporting would become more robust, and there would be more sources for reporting. Local stories, and telling those local stories, and looking for those in the community who can do those segments, who can tell the stories of our community. That's one of the things that I think the station is moved into.
Yeah, what he said. I mean, I think that's one of the things that I've really seen in the last few weeks, that we're poised to do more reporting. We're poised to really bring local stories to light. And I think that we can continue that. The more support we have from the community, the more support we're able to gain and really momentum built, we're going to be able to continue to bring great stories. Also, I really, really hope that we can bring some great events. I think
Yes,
that
you mentioned maybe even a fundraising event.
Yeah, I think we can bring some great events too. There's wonderful, wonderful opportunities for us to bring in nationally known people to Waco. And I think it'd just be so much fun to do things like that. And so I'm really looking forward to exploring that with the staff too.
And I think there's more opportunity to partner with local organizations and with the higher education in town.
Definitely.
Certainly Baylor has a journalism department, and we have worked with them in the past and continue to have opportunities for these students to learn how to tell these stories and to have them broadcast. And so that's just a piece of that, but I think there's more opportunities to work with students and to work with the schools, the universities, colleges here in town, and to build that.
Definitely.
Yes, absolutely. And I'm excited about the possibilities. As you kind of look at things change, nothing stays the same. But the challenges are there. Yeah. It's truly going to be a public radio station. It is going to be supported by the public, and that's awesome. Yeah. That's good.
That makes them shareholders of the station, really, if you think about it. It's their station. They're going to be highly invested in it. I think it's a wonderful thing too if we have underwriting for programs. We call it underwriting. We have underwriting for programs. I mean, how much more our business is going to want to invest in a station where they know the listeners are shareholders of the station. They are bought into the station and they care about what's on that station. That's a great thing.
Do you have a need for volunteers if somebody wanted to come and help in some way, give you ideas maybe for stories or what, any of those how could someone reach out to the station?
Yeah, our website is a great place to do that, to reach out to us and to let us know that you want to volunteer, you want to come help stuff envelopes for bulk mailing, you'd like to show your support by being on air and saying why you love KWBU and why you're a member of KWBU. There's obviously opportunities to give and to support the station. That can be done online too. And then I think I want to make sure that we mention our upcoming pledge drive too, because that's just a few weeks away, and we're going to be showing KWBU some love for Valentine's Day.
Of course.
And so we need to mention that. So February 11th through 21st, we're going to have our next pledge drive, and it's a big goal because we've got to cross a big finish line for this fiscal year in order to keep the station really thriving and us to be able to set a budget for next year. So it's a big goal for February, showing KWB some big love this February.
And if you don't want to wait until February,
that's right.
You don't have to go ahead and do it now.
Yes.
So and again, that same website,
KWBU.
Click to donate, I'm sure.
Absolutely. KWBU.org.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You guys are wonderful, and I'm just so happy to get to spend some time with you both. Of course, it's always good to reconnect with you. And like we need to say, you do have a podcast. Tell them about your podcast.
Oh, I do. Yes, I also host a podcast right here from the Alico building. So Good Work Waco highlights the work of nonprofits in Waco, where we talk about their mission and what they do and why they do it and what keeps them going and how people can connect for services, for volunteering, or for donations. So
okay, and that new episodes.
Oh, let's see. Every other Tuesday.
I
drop every other Tuesday. And that's on goodworkwaco.com.
Very good. Okay. And so what are the big plans for retirement in the coming weeks?
I have a list.
You do have a list. Okay. So tell me.
Well, it's at home, and I'm not the one who necessarily devised the entire list.
I was wondering. She must be obeyed.
But well, we don't speak of it that way. But there's been things that I've been putting off for a long, long time because they just need to be done, but they haven't been urgent.
Yeah, that's right.
And so there'll be a little bit of that. But I also want to stay involved in the community. I'm still here and
not going anywhere.
Not going anywhere.
Yeah. Well, you have just done such wonderful work.
Yeah.
At KWBU. We thank you so much for your efforts there and for it being the wonderful addition to the media scene here in Central Texas. And
absolutely.
All the best to you, Lydia, in this new role.
Thank you.
You're going to be awesome. And any way we can help here, just let us know.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ann.
Stay with us. There is more of the show ahead.
It's football season, and we can create your outdoor tailgating spaces that is actually a part of your home. Bifold doors that tie in the inside and the outside, and you can gain anywhere from 1,000 to 5,000 square feet living space, all while taking in the big game poolside. Call us at Gather & Co. Kitchen and Bath, where we can create your unique tailgating space.
Serving Central Texas since 1889, TFNB Your Bank for Life takes pride in being more than a bank. At TFNB, we remain committed to these principles. If you value them too, come join us. TFNB, Your Bank for Life.
The reason that their service is outstanding because the people they have working, behind the desk and the folks working out in the garage, taking care of business. They give you a day, time, and they're spot on. And they're professional. They take care of it, and they answer all your questions, and they're fun to work with.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Ready for a better kind of primary care? At Patient First Direct Primary Care, you get unlimited office visits with same day or next day availability.
And instead of rushed appointments, we take the time to actually listen.
There are no insurance hassles, just clear, simple care.
You can reach us by phone or text because access shouldn't be complicated. Our practice has expanded to include Medicare-age patients as part of our direct primary care model.
It's a fresh alternative to the traditional insurance or government-driven systems, care that finally puts you first.
For more information, go to patientfirstdirect.com.
At Mapifil, we believe in celebrating your journey. Our unique personalized products are designed to boost your confidence. From custom home decor to meaningful gifts, we help you cherish the memories that make you who you are. Visit mapifil.com and start celebrating your story today.
Nalgene Outdoor has been your trusted companion, fueling adventures and helping protect the planet. We're committed to reducing waste, improving access to clean water, and providing simple, safe, and sustainable products for you and your family. NALGENE.com.
Tasmanian spring water range from Sand and Sky. This range is really good for dry and dehydrated skin like myself, packed with 2 types of hyaluronic acid, fermented sea kelp to reduce redness, and my skin feels so dewy and so hydrated.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal windows. Direct in the sun rays. More of the heat stays. Universal windows direct.
Right now, buy one window, get the next one free, plus no interest and no payments for 24 months.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal windows direct.
Hey everybody, what a wonderful Saturday. It is cold outside, but it is toasty warm inside the base at the Home Product Show. I've got the wonderful Jerry Lynn Jones here with us, who is the manager of the Heart of Texas Home Builders Association, and the amazing Ted Teague, who you got a whole showroom.
We do. This is one of the premier events in Waco every year, and we are so proud to be here. We got over a dozen vehicles inside, and for your viewing pleasure. So people just need to come out, take a look. It's nice and toasty in here, and a lot of people are floating around here. So
They are just sort of starting to come in now. And as we kind of made our first swoop through, Mike said we're like fresh meat.
That's right. Yes, that's right. First one's
do you
at
need
doors
your
open.
patio? Do you need this? Do you need that? So we're going to come back and see the Alan Samuels showroom here. But I want to move over here. And in fact, he's talking to somebody. But Gather & Co. is here, and we appreciate them as a sponsor. The Ann Harder Show, of course. Alan Samuel is also an amazing sponsor. TFNB, Your Bank for Life. We've got some wonderful sponsors here on my YouTube show. But this is so much fun for us because there's so much great stuff.
Oh
to
gosh,
see.
yes. There's so many things you can see of every aspect of home building, anything to do with the home, home builders, remodeling, updating your home. So
Well,
we're from wall to wall this year.
Yeah, it's a one-stop shop.
Yes.
Whatever you want. You've got some fun things as well. You've got a cash grab.
Yes, we have a cash grab. We have a lot of good giveaways. Roof Co. right here, they're giving away this full body massage chair and a $15,000 credit for a new roof. And Tri-County Guttering is giving away a 50-foot set of gutters with 2 downspouts, and you can register to win that too. So there's lots of giveaways in all the different booths.
Okay, well, let's move over here. We got Corvette. Got to come and talk with you.
Okay.
Gather and Co. Again, appreciate your sponsorship
Yes,
at the
ma'am.
Ann Harder Show. We've been talking to you about doing a little patio thing at our house.
Yes, we have. And we've been a little bit challenged a little bit to finding the right fit for it, but we're going to find that solution.
Okay,
I
and
promise.
so that's what you do. I mean, you specialize in helping people maximize their home backyard space as well as kitchens and baths and that kind of thing.
Well, part of the thing is Gather & Co. was the origination from my wife's brilliant mind. Is she wanted to create an area for people to gather. That's where people, enjoy one another and family and friends. And I think that's kind of with what you guys were talking about too.
Yeah.
You have such a great, beautiful backyard that's loved on so well that I got to admire the other day. But nevertheless, y'all are wanting a place where y'all can sit and gather and enjoy your environment.
And not be bothered by that. No mosquito. I mean, that's the biggest problem is, you go outside with your cup of coffee and you proceed to be carried away.
Right. Yeah, and especially is with the vegetation that y'all have growing back there with all the flowers and insects. So you're actually attracting them.
Yeah, we are.
Right,
Yeah, we
but
are.
you're still you're able to admire it, but without the peskiness of all the bugs and things that come with that.
Well, we miss your beautiful wife, Kelly. She's been a little under the weather. I understand
is.
you gave her the bug.
Yeah, well, I was tired of having it. Yeah, so I was like, okay, enough's enough, and I'll let you have it for now.
Well, give her my love. So anyway, but come by and see. You're kind of on the back side of
We're
the
in
base.
middle. As you walk back towards the back, we're by the cash booth, I guess it is.
Yeah, that we were talking about.
Yeah, so everybody knows where that is. So
Okay.
yeah,
Well,
come see us.
All right, come on. We're walking this way. We'll get Ted to come with us, and we'll make our way back to the cars.
Yes.
This is though. How many vendors do you have here?
There's over 180, I think is what Jim said. We counted different spots. So some of them have multiple spots, but there's probably over 180.
Well, and anything you're interested in is the thing.
Yes.
I'm kind of curious about the smart home stuff. Ted,
Yes.
you have a beautiful home. Do you have any smart home stuff?
I do have some. We are actually building an addition in the backyard, and Jim Patterson that's out here, and he's on the board here with the Home Builders Association. Him and his people are doing it, and we're going to have all the new high-tech stuff go into it and then update some of the stuff that is in our home as well. So getting a lot of good ideas out here. It's a great place to be.
Well, you've been so generous with opening your home to Symphony Association things, and so we look forward to maybe another visit.
It's gonna yes, we need to do that again, and it's gonna be it'll be a fun venue to come and hang out. So.
Okay, very good. Okay, well we are on this this back side now where we have the cars, and so what? Do you have a favorite?
You know what? I mean, the Jeep Wrangler is always fun, and then because it can go anywhere and do anything. You got the Jeep Gladiator that basically is a Jeep Wrangler with a bed on it, and then you got the trucks. I mean, it's just the legendary Ram Tough trucks with the Hemi, and it's just a lot of very good, very fun products. And in 2026. Ram has a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty on the powertrain. So that is a limited time offer. So it's a big buy.
Yeah.
So that's a great warranty. That's a great add-on that they added on here in the last couple of months.
And you've got wonderful staff here ready to help answer any questions.
I do. We got Zach Richardson. He's our fleet guy, commercial fleet guy. He's out here working this, and he'll be out here all day today and all day tomorrow. So, and we'll have some other salespeople that show up out here and help out. But right now, we have just a ton of appointments coming in today. So we may have to keep all those guys there selling cars and trucks today.
Well, you know, it's a beautiful sunny day. It'd be a great day to take that test drive.
It's a great day, and that's why this event works so well. We did it in February, and it's cold outside, and at least it's a beautiful day. It's just cold.
No ice.
Nothing else to do, but this is the place to be out here at the Home Product Show, so at the base.
Well, Jerry Lynn, you know, this is just a wonderful event for you. You haven't been with them terribly long.
Right,
So,
this is my second year.
So you've been working hard
Yes,
to get
yes.
all. So just your thoughts as we're kind of just kicking things off, because tomorrow you'll be open from 11
to 4 tomorrow. Yes, we'll be here tomorrow too. So.
And today closes
10 to
at
5.
10 to 5. Okay, so it's, you know, kind of business hours. So if you're planning to plan your day, then the Home Builder Show is certainly the place to come here at the base. Cost to get in?
$5 a ticket. And 12 and under are free.
And it's family friendly. You've got a whole children's
Yes,
area
we
where
do,
the kids
yes.
can be amused.
That's
you know.
right, while you're looking around and shopping.
While you're
Yes,
looking around.
yes.
All right. Well, happy to be here. We'll have to come back to another Facebook Live with some of the other vendors, because as we're walking by, so many interesting people wanting to talk to us that we want to talk to. And I said, I'll be back. I'll be back. So for now, I'm signing off here at the base. Ann Herder, we hope to see you here at the Home Product Show.
So it's football season, and we can create your outdoor tailgating spaces that is actually a part of your home. Bifold doors that tie in the inside and the outside, and you can gain anywhere from 1,000 to 5,000 square feet living space, all while taking in the big game, poolside. Call us at Gather & Co. Kitchen and Bath, where we can create your unique tailgating space.
Serving Central Texas since 1889, TFNB Your Bank for Life takes pride in being more than a bank. At TFNB, we remain committed to these principles. If you value them too, come join us. TFNB, Your Bank for Life.
Ready for a better kind of primary care?
At Patient First Direct Primary Care, you get unlimited office visits with same day or next day availability.
And instead of rushed appointments, we take the time to actually listen.
There are no insurance hassles, just clear, simple care.
You can reach us by phone or text because access shouldn't be complicated. Our practice has expanded to include Medicare-age patients as part of our direct primary care model.
It's a fresh alternative to the traditional insurance or government-driven systems, care that finally puts you first.
For more information, go to patientfirstdirect.com.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows. Direct in the sun rays. More of the heat stays. Universal Windows Direct.
Right now, buy one window, get the next one free, plus no interest and no payments for 24 months.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
For anyone that's in the car buying mode or looking for a car right now or a truck, I would definitely come by Alan Samuels, get to know the people here like I have, how well I'm taking care of the dealership and how well, service and any kind of warranty issues or those sort of things. Because of the way they take care of me, it's made me a Ram driver. And so I don't think they'd want to go anywhere else if they came here.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
What is staff?
I'm going to do another original song
Okay.
I wrote called Forward.
Let's do it.
But I let go of fear, I get closer to the clouds. I'm spinning, and then I drop down. I give you another chance, you shoot me again. I want to be free, but my shield doesn't rest. 1, 2, 3, forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, back with you. 1, 2, 3, forward. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, back with you. Is no beginning, not really an end. Heated in passion and burned with the sin. Branded and coiled, time's all there is. Now standing and walking, dancing, I breathe. Found myself a groove, a rhythm, some cream. Now I'm stuck in this niche, I do it over and over again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, back again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, back again. I'm bound for the clouds when I'm bound by this thing. Letting it all go leaves me hollow and empty. I've got a grip, I hang on so tight. Merry-go-round right into the sky. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, back again. 1, 2, 3, forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, back again. I let go of fear, I get closer to the clouds. I'm spinning, then I drop down. I give you another chance, you shoot me again. I want to be free, but my shield doesn't rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, back again.
Good job.
In the past 24 hours, several uplifting stories have emerged. In Shelbyville, Indiana, the December 2025 issue of Good News Magazine highlighted local heroes, showcasing positive community initiatives. The magazine focuses on exclusively local and positive stories, aiming to build stronger communities through uplifting narratives. Additionally, the Start Your Day Positive podcast released a new episode on February 3, 2026, featuring faith-led stories and winter predictions, providing listeners with motivation and encouragement. These stories exemplify the ongoing efforts to share good news and inspire communities.
The selection here at Allen Samuels is great. They have a wide selection of vehicles. They go anywhere from a car to an SUV to a truck. I'm more of a car person myself, that's why I got the Chrysler 300 last. But my wife is looking for an SUV, which they have a lot of choices at. Anybody that's looking for a vehicle, I would recommend Allen Samuels.
Like Allen Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Allen Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Ready for a better kind of primary care?
At Patient First Direct Primary Care, you get unlimited office visits with same-day or next-day availability.
And instead of rushed appointments, we take the time to actually listen.
There are no insurance hassles, just clear, simple care.
You can reach us by phone or text because access shouldn't be complicated. Our practice has expanded to include Medicare-age patients as part of our direct primary care model.
It's a fresh alternative to the traditional insurance or government-driven systems, care that finally puts you first.
For more information, go to patientfirstdirect.com.
A journey into new thoughts, new cultures, new adventures. So what are you waiting for? Start your journey with Babbel now. Go to babbel.com or download the app.
If your AC is working overtime and your house still feels hot, maybe it's your old windows that are to blame. Worn seals, warped frames, and outdated glass can let hot air in and cool air out. Beat the Texas heat. Call Universal Windows Direct of Central Texas today for a cooler home and lower energy bill. 0% financing is available with your good credit.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
Serving Central Texas since 1889, TFNB Your Bank for Life takes pride in being more than a bank. At TFNB, we remain committed to these principles. If you value them too, come join us. TFNB, your bank for life.